Hello family, Godwin Freeman here, your certified relationship coach and advisor. I want to welcome you to this YouTube channel, and I want to always encourage you to join this community of healthy life, worthy relationships by subscribing to this YouTube channel, turn on the notification bell, share this video with your friends and your loved ones, like this video, and most importantly, leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this video. So today we are addressing the topic, finding your Mr. Right or finding your Mrs. Right. This question has been asked a lot of time in my speaking engagement and my online engagement, and tonight I just decided that okay, let me address this question head on. Okay, but before I begin, I want you to understand that as an individual, there is no perfect match or perfect person for you, so to speak, to mean that when you miss out on that person, then you have missed out entirely in this life. No, please, it doesn't exist. Okay, there is a kind of person for you, there is a type of person for you, and even when you miss out on the seemingly type of person, there are still other godly options available for you. It's like a shoe size. If your shoe size is size 40, it doesn't mean that there's only one shoe size with the size 40. No, there are lots of shoes with size 40. You need the shoe that will make you comfortable. You need the shoe, a kind of shoe that can actually go on your legs. However, there is no one particular shoe that when you miss out on that shoe, you've missed for the rest of your life. No. Okay, that's the first thing I want to address. The second thing I want to bring your notice is that really, you don't find the right person. When I say the right person in context, okay, the kind of person you need or the kind of person you want, okay, you don't actually find, you actually attract. And the reason why this is very important is because sometimes people go through the hustle and bustle of searching for someone or searching for the right partner when they themselves, they have lost sight of preparing themselves to be the right one for the other person. So we don't actually search for to say that a person is missing, but you actually attract. So if you actually don't like what you are attracting, then you need to be mindful of what you are giving, the kind of person you are. And yes, of course, there are certain situations where the kind of people you are attracting may not be the kind of people you want. So then you have the choice to actually back them down. You have the choice to actually decline their proposals or whatnot. However, if you want to journey into finding your Mr. Right or your Mrs. Right, the first component or the first key is to know the kind of qualities you want. At the end of the day, no one knows you like the way you know yourself. No one understands you better than you understand yourself. That is why I am reserved when it comes to people serving as middlemen to help you choose the right partner, or people recommending others to you because they think you guys are best fit. You may not be the best of fits because the person may not understand. The person connecting this person to you may not understand who you are genuinely at your core. And the truth of the matter is that if you as an individual searching or looking for the right partner, you can't actually articulate what you actually are looking for or what you want, then there is a problem to begin with. If you can't actually put a preamble of the kind of qualities or characteristics or features you're actually looking for in this person, I don't know what you're even looking for in the first place, because I don't know how you can even tell that you found this person or not. So it begins by first sitting down to draw down the lines and know what you are actually looking for. You should be able to articulate what you want in terms of your spirituality. You should be able to articulate what you want in terms of values and convictions. You should be able to articulate what you want in terms of purpose and visions, pursuits and life goals. You should be able to articulate what you want in terms of personality. That means that you, the individual, you must be self-aware before you can understand another person. So you must be self-aware yourself. So you also need to articulate when it comes to your personality. Do you know yourself that much to even know the kind of person who can rightly fit into your life? In terms of physical composure, you need to be able to articulate those right qualities. In terms of health and finances, if these things are not working and active at your core, trust me, you miss out on a lot of godly options and you wouldn't know you missed it out. So people have actually missed out on opportunities because they didn't even know it was an opportunity, because the terms were not clearly stated before them. So if we are talking about finding the right person, I want to ask you, what is your definition of the right person? What is your definition of Mr. Right? What is your definition of Mrs. Right? That should be the first question I want to ask you. Then the second step is now that you have articulated all the kind of things and features and characteristics you want in this person, you must now become those things. You need to become the things you want to attract the person that is. You need to be able to become the qualities you want, so that when the person you want finds you, they can actually be drawn towards you. Because don't forget, I said you don't actually find to say the thing is missing, you actually attract. So the question I want to ask you is that, are you the right spec of the other person? Because the other person may find you and you may not be a spec for them. So you may not be the right quality, or you may not be in the right state of mind or in the right frame of mind for the other person that you are looking for. Because I've seen people fall in love with people who don't want to fall in love with them, and at the end of the day they say love is wicked. No, sometimes it's because you didn't build your qualifications, or you didn't build your resume up, so that this other person may see you and find you actually attractive and want to actually do life with you. So if you are dreaming to work with the best company, don't forget that the best company also have their own requirements, and you need to also meet their requirements so that they can actually employ you. So if you are desiring to date a king or to date a queen, then you must be a royalty, so that like can actually identify like, so that both of you can actually journey this path together. Because sometimes the qualities you've written down, you are none of those qualities, and trust me, when they find you, they may not actually find you attractive, because you have actually not built your resume. So what I tell people is that, see, don't lower your standards, however, increase your qualification for the other person you are looking for to actually meet you and want to do something with you. So you need to know the cost that comes with finding the right person, and make sure that you pay those prices adequately in order for you to attract them. There is a way rich men think. There is a way visionary men act. There is a way healthy people live. There is a way godly people advance their causes. There is a way physically fit and shaped people act. There is a way all these people, there is a kind of way they live. If you can't be living those kind of lives now, trust me, they may not find you attractive. They may not find you compatible. So make sure that you are becoming the qualities that you're actually looking for in the other person. I want to advertise and inform you about a masterclass I'm having about sex too soon, or is sex too soon, or when is sex too premature in a relationship dynamic, and it's exclusive for unmarried women. We are going to discuss certain things that we don't want the men to hear of. Okay, so I want to enjoin you. I'm going to share the description of the masterclass for you. It's going to be online, it's going to be on Zoom, and it's going to be according to your own discretion. There are going to be 2 sessions. One is going to be held on a Saturday, one is going to be held on a Sunday. So you are going to choose the session that will actually fit your timing and your schedule, and we are going to meet there where one-on-one session with myself, and we are going to delve into blurring the lines between having sex too soon or having sex prematurely in a relationship dynamic. Yes, I know, yes, the standard is that we shouldn't have sex, but the truth of the matter is that people are actually engaging it. So in this masterclass, we are going to have this talk show and actually ask ourselves, when is sex too soon, or what constitutes too soon sex, and what are some of the pros and the cons that comes with too soon sex. So we are going to have a very good time, a 2-hour session with Q&A and with a very enlightened presentation. So I want to see you there. The next step is make sure that you are available. See, I say this a lot of time, that a lot of people are looking for the right person, but they are even unavailable. When we are searching for them in the GPS map, we can't actually find them. They are nowhere to be found. They are actually missing, but they think that they actually are alive. They think that they are actually available. You need to be available. And you see, for you to be available to actually meet the right person, you need to stop entertaining the wrong person. Some people, in a bid to wait for the right person, are actually entertaining the wrong people. When I say the wrong people, you know that you will not settle with this one. You know that you can't be tolerant with this one. You know that in your heart of hearts you don't want to be with this one. But just because you are waiting for the other right person to come your way, you are actually entertaining this wrong person via conversations, and sometimes it's leading to emotions, because attention will always breed affection. only for the right person to actually come and meet you emotionally busy and unavailable. As a result of that, they may not find you available. That is why I said you must be available. So if you want to be available for the right person, stop entertaining the wrong people. As individuals, we give off energy a lot. When someone is not in the relationship, there is a way they are vibrant and they are open-minded when it comes to relationships, because they're actually searching. But when someone is preoccupied emotionally, this person is not even available and is not present in relationships for people to even pick up the energy that, oh, maybe this person may not be dating or this person may not be going out. So if you're entertaining the wrong person or the wrong people and your emotions are actually being given in that situation, eventually when the right person even comes your way, they may not find you available and they may probably move on. I've seen people in unhealthy relationships where this person is not actually moving on. They don't want to commit. They don't want to have anything meaningful to do with you aside exploring your bodies and enjoying your money. But there is someone on the other spectrum who actually is serious about a relationship and wants to marry you, but you are choked emotionally with this person. So what do? That is why you need to be available if you want to meet your Mr. or your Mrs. Right. Make sure that you are not entertaining the wrong person so that you can find the right person. Also, if you are still carrying past luggages of hurt and disappointment, please, you need to offload all those things. You need to actually get yourself healed from all these toxic past and experiences so that it doesn't pour into your dynamic of searching for the right person. It is all part of being available, because if you are still hurt and carrying bitterness and offenses from previous experiences, whether romantic relationships or non-romantic relationships, when this person comes your way, they will, you see, our emotions are energies. So people can actually read into energies. When you are emotionally destabilized and you're not in the right frame of mind, you are mostly walled up, you are mostly controlling, you are mostly guarded emotionally, because you don't want anyone to again hurt you. Because of that, you become less affectionate and less vulnerable. And see, for a healthy relationship to work, there need to be high dosages of vulnerability and affection. Some people say, yes, I want the relationship, but I will not be vulnerable again. I want the relationship, but I will not be affectionate again. Trust me, if you want a quality and a healthy relationship with no level of toxicity, then I'm telling you here, it requires a certain level of vulnerability and affection. And if you can't be that vulnerable and affection, then don't attempt looking for Mr. Right or Mrs. Right. Because trust me, sometimes when you find the right partner, it has a way of drawing all the insecurities you have inside of you. Sometimes you feel that your world is crumbling down because you are used to being guarded up, you are used to being walled up, you are used to blocking your heart from actually being affectionate. But when you truly meet the right person, trust me, all these insecurities in you begins to come, and that is why you need to make sure you are healed, so that they will not find out, or they may not find you out in an unhealed and unsafe and an insecure place where you give them the memo that you are not temporarily available for any relationship and hopefully marriage. So if you need to be available, make sure you are not entertaining the right person, and make sure you are also healed from all your past, so that you can be vulnerable, you can be affectionate and present, and this person can know that yes, you actually mean business when it comes to the game of relationship. The next step is to make sure that you are accessible. Please make sure that you are sociable. Some of you are carrying a long face around, but you claim you are smiling. Please smile before the mirror and watch yourself smile, so that you can keep that same composure when you go outside. Because some of you are not sociable, some of you are not accessible, some of you, we are even afraid to come and say hello to you, because you look like ancient of days. We are even struggling to approach you. You are not hospitable, you are not welcoming, you don't smile. Oh, my brother, my sister, how can people approach you if you are not smiling? How can people approach you if there is no sense of warmth? If people can't tie warmth to you, if people can't identify hospitality with you, they may struggle to come closer, and you may be missing out on the right partner just because you are inaccessible, just because you are not sociable. And yes, I understand for those who are introverts, I understand you can't be loud and be expressive and be all over the places, but at least, are you keeping meaningful relationships? Can people easily approach you? Do you smile? Do you laugh? All these things are important if you need to actually meet. A story just came into my mind, I'm not going to share. If you actually want to meet the right person, so you need to be an interesting person. Be an interesting and a fun person. Be the easy to go type. Be the bubbly type that people can actually come close and also feel happy when they're around you. And by so doing, you actually meet your Mr. Right. Okay. Finally, Aside all these things I just mentioned, there could be more, so you can type them more in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Okay, there could be more. However, I want to challenge you with this last point, that you still need to be patient. Yes, you've identified the kind of person you want. You are becoming the kind of person you want. Okay, you are being accessible, you are being available, but you still need to be patient. See, I always tell people, it is better to wait long than to date wrong. It is better to wait long than to marry wrong. And if you've waited all these years up till now, then the wait needs to be worth it. You can't wait all your life to this point and now just decide to be with any person, or just decide to settle down with any person just because time is not on your side. Trust me, if you even spent the last 30 years of your life on earth in a meaningful and a successful and impactful marriage, that is the best you can actually have on earth, than to rush into marriage prematurely and spend the last 50 years miserable in the marriage. So that is why it is better to wait long than actually marry wrong. So in this season of your life, whilst you are waiting for your Mr. Right or your Mrs. Right, I want to believe that you are actually cultivating meaningful relationships. I want to believe that you are actually living a life of your own. Trust me, when you have a life of your own, when you are living a life of purpose, a life of goal, and a life of vision, it is actually attractive and can actually attract you easier and faster to the right person. So avoid being desperate. Avoid trying to settle less or trying to settle down with anyone who comes your way just because you want a relationship or just because you want marriage at all costs. When you try to settle less with any individual, trust me, in the long haul, your tolerance level for that person is going to actually dwindle with the course of time. But that is going to be that is going to be for an entirely different video altogether. However, avoid being desperate in this season. Learn to be patient. Trust me, you need to cultivate patience now, because you will need patience in the relationship and in the marriage. Sometimes your partner may not be in their best self. Sometimes they may not be in their A game. Sometimes they may not give you what you require. Sometimes they may not be pouring into your needs. It will take some level of patience and understanding to actually help the relationship thrive, whilst you are actually holding the fort and hoping that they can come back again and pour into your needs. So you need the patience now. It is better to cultivate it now, because you need long suffering and patience in your journey into relationship with marriage. So have a life now before thinking about a life partner. Godwin Freeman here, your certified coach and also relationship counselor. I want to thank you for making time to watch this video on finding your Mr. Right and finding your Mrs. Right. I know you have lots of questions to ask. You can drop them in the comment section and I'm going to take time to answer all of them for you. And if there are many, I can do a comeback video to address some of the nuances that comes with finding Mr. Right and your Mrs. Right. But then again, don't forget to comment on this video. Let me know what your thoughts are on this video. Also like this video, share this video with your friends and your loved ones to also find their Mr. Right or their Mrs. Right. But until then again, I'll see you again, especially in the masterclass. Bye.